Welcome to the Dirt Court Jesters podcast. This is Josh. We made it back from Eldora, and what a wild week it was in Ohio. This week in dirt racing history, we're going back to July 28th of 2018, Knoxville Raceway All-Star Circuit of Champions. Kerry Madsen from 13th to the win. Sammy Swindell in second, and Chad Kemenall would round out your podium.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
A lot to talk about. Back from Eldora, like I said. Holy cow, has the sprint car newsreel been turning. Monday at Fremont, Cole Macedo would grab the win, Kyle Larson in second, and Tyler Courtney in third. And that would be a shadow of things to come. Cole Macedo crosses the line, gets the win, and tears up his ride, all in the name of victory. Cole Macedo gets the win, junks his car, and that is just the tipping point for what we would see this week. Tuesday at Attica, Carson Macedo gets the win, Buddy Kofoid in second, Donnie Schatz in third. Donnie Schatz made a lot of moves there at Attica. Unfortunately, at that race, Caleb Henry was injured in a wreck. A lot of injuries last week. Hate seeing it. Hope that has come and gone, and we don't get to see that again anytime soon. Wednesday at Eldora, double down duels, and it was a wreck fest. Aaron Reitzel will grab the win, Logan Schuchart in second, Kyle Larson in third. After the race, Gio Scelzi and KCP split. Didn't see that coming, and that was just many dominoes that would fall. I'm sure you guys have heard by now. In the second feature that night, Corey Day gets the win, Tanner Holmes in second, and Rico Abreu in third. Thursday and the Joker's Jackpot, not a great start to the feature. Chaos going into one and two, a lot of cars tore up, and Tyler Courtney would have to be flown to the hospital. Hope Courtney gets well soon. I know he won't be back this season, but hopefully he is refreshed and ready to go for next year. Man, that was a lot of bad wrecks. I don't know what else to say. A lot of bad wrecks at Eldora. Just glad nobody got anything worse than the injuries they received, because there was fast tracks and hard wrecks most of the nights there at Eldora. Kyle Larson would win the Joker's Jackpot and $100,000. Kyle Larson with the win, Anthony Macri in second, and Rico Abreu in third. Friday, the track was fast. It was up against the wall. Gravel versus Larson after the checkered. Rico Abreu gets the win. Carson Macedo in second, Kyle Larson in third. Gravel and Larson, watched them most of that race. A lot of sliders exchanged by the both of them. Really, I thought for the most part they were pretty clean. There were some that I was like, I don't know about that. But the last one in turn 4 coming to the checkered, Larson would get Gravel. I thought that was fairly clean. Gravel took exception, maybe not to that, maybe to what was occurring earlier, and afterwards would spin Larson out coming out of turn 2 and then come back around to exchange words. Both of them ended up in the World of Outlaw trailer. Apparently there was a 10-minute conversation where they must have patched things up. That way nobody got in trouble. Rules are rules, I guess. Moving to Saturday, the Kings Royal, the 42nd running of the Kings Royal. Donnie Schatz makes his 30th straight Kings Royal. We won't see this again. I'm not sure. I haven't looked if anybody else has done that, but I don't think so. 42 Kings Royals. It's been a while since the guys in the early days, Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell, have run, but 30 straight, not going to see this again. That being said, the track seemed really good that night. It was different than the other nights. Seemed pretty smooth for the most part from top to bottom. Unfortunately, there were more accidents. Brad Sweet would go to the hospital, and I failed to mention Aaron Reitzel went to the hospital. Sweet, I'm not sure. It sounded like he was knocked out. Reitzel ended up with a broken foot. Eldora was not taking prisoners the week of the Kings Royal. That being said, the Concrete Kid wins the crown and $200,000. Anthony Macri with the win, Rico Abreu in second, and Kyle Larson in third. Pretty good counts. Cars for the week, 60 plus for most of it. But a lot of stuff was junked. A lot of money going out of Eldora, not just from the Eldora bank account, from the account for those guys' wrecked rides. New blood, first-time winner Casey Genderzak on the pole for the Kings Royal was awesome to see. You got a first-time winner in Anthony Macri. I think there were 6 other drivers besides Casey that made their first Kings Royal. All this stuff's good to see, and this is all what we talked about the week leading up to the Kings Royal, about the format and how it gives the other teams a chance to make the feature, and that's exactly what happened. Counting down the days to get back to Eldora for the 43rd running of the Kings Royal. I can't wait. That being said, does Eldora need slowed down, or do the cars need slowed down for Eldora? I want to say no to both, but I don't want guys getting hurt bad. I understand it. It's part of the risk, and it comes with it, and they know that. But, man, this week was a reminder. It's just bad stuff, and you don't want to see anybody hurt. So that's kind of the question that I came in with. I certainly don't have the answer, as you guys are well aware. That being said, great week with great friends, slide jobs, sunsets, and cold beer. Got to see a couple Ryans at the track. Todd, Tony, Derek, EJ, his sons Colson and Ernest. Glad to see all you guys. Didn't get to see everybody we wanted to see, but it's a busy week there at the track. It's always a blast, and I can't wait for the Kings Royal 2026. Moving on to Indiana Sprint Week. Schedule is going to be, as we're recording this, they're running at IMS July 24th, 2025, kickoff for Sprint Week. Tomorrow they'll be at Lincoln Park. Kokomo on Saturday with USAC Midwest Thunder Midgets. Sunday at Lawrenceburg. Then they're off a couple days before going to Circle City on Wednesday, July 30th. Then Terre Haute and the Dirt Track and Rib Rack Boys on Thursday, July 31st. Bloomington on Friday, August 1st. And Hobstadt on Saturday, August 2nd. I'm sure the boys will be at that one as well. Looking back in 2024, your winners, night 1, Logan Seavey. Night 2, Kyle Cummins. Night 3, Mother Nature rained that one out. Night 4, Logan Seavey. Night 5, Logan Seavey. Night 6, Brady Bacon. Night 7, Mother Nature again. Night 8, Justin Grant. And the final night, Briggs Danner. Logan Seavey was your 2024 Indiana Sprint Week champion. My pick for the 2025 Indiana Sprint Week Championship, Kyle Cummins. Dude's been hot. I know as of late it's kind of tailed off a little bit, but tailing off a little bit for him is what? Still a top 5? I mean, it's hard to pick against him. I'm going to stick with them. They're running right now. And speaking of running right now, last night they ran at Fairbury, and the next 2 nights after tonight, they'll be there once again for the Prairie Dirt Classic, the World of Outlaw Late Models. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to go back-to-back. Last year's winner, Bobby Pierce, I think he does it again. I think he wins the Prairie Dirt Classic in 2025. Bobby Pierce is going to be your PDC winner. As always, want to give a shout-out to Victory Fuel, from Throttle Punch to Lucky Lemon to Purple Potion. They're all good, and they're all good for you. The kids will love them as well. You need to hydrate. It's hot out. It's July in Ohio. Hydrate with Victory Fuel. Go to drinkvictory.com and use the code Jesters10 at checkout to save. Drinkvictory.com and use the code Jesters10 at checkout to save.
I drank a beer. I drank another beer. 3 beers. 4 beers. Oh no.
Race recap and racing to come. July 22nd, Lernerville and Silver Cup with High Limit. Carson Macedo gets a win. Tanner Thorson in second. And Cy Lynch in third. Nice run there by both Tanner Thorson and Cy Lynch. Carson Macedo got a couple wins under his belt here in the last week. July 23rd, Baps and the Brickers French Fry Bash with the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars. Anthony Macri gets another W.
I drank a beer.
David Ryan in second.
I drank another beer.
Third. Fairbury.
3 beers.
Racing Latin America.
4 beers.
And the heat's fun. If you guys didn't see him, go back and watch. There was some good racing. In the feature, the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce, gets the win. Ricky Thornton Jr. in second. and Jonathan Davenport in third. IRP had USAC Silver Crown, where CJ Leary would get the win, Justin Grant in second, and Dakota Armstrong in third. July 24th, as we're recording this, dirt track at IMS, Indiana Sprint Week, Night 1, USAC Sprints, they are on hand. Those heats have been pretty fun. It's going to be interesting to see the feature when they get all those cars out there. I think something's going to get tore up. Tyler County Speedway is going to have the Bud Weigel Memorial with late models in 7 other divisions. They've got a makeup feature from July 19th, Weed Sport and the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars, July 25th, 34 Raceway, Power Eye 410, Arrowhead Speedway, Extreme Outlaw Midgets, Attica with AFCS 410 and 305s, late models, Carolina Speedway with USCS, Circle City, Steel Block Sprints, 305s, TQ Midgets, Crown Vics, Superstocks and Hornets, Fairbury, and the PDC Night 1 with the World of Outlaw late models. I-96 going to have GLSS, Lime Atlanta Championship Night, Mods and Stocks, as well as the Dirt Track Truck Series, Lincoln Park with Indiana Sprint Week Night 2, Mississippi Thunder Speedway with IRA, Boulder's going to have SCDRA, and $1,000 a win for the Compacts, 305 Race Savers, Mods, Sport Mods, and Crown Vics as well. Ohio Valley Speedway with the Michaela Horner Memorial for the mini wedges, $5 general admission, and I believe it was $1 hot dog. That's a hell of a deal there at Ohio Valley Speedway. Late models, mods, sport mods, and 4 cylinders also on hand. Tri-City Raceway Park with Fast, Williams Grove in the Summer Nationals, Night 1, World of Outlaw Sprint Cars, July 26th, Atomic and Summer Slam, 410s, Steel Block late models, mods, and sport mods. Beaver Dam Raceway with IRA, Benton Speedway with ASCS, Cedar County Raceway in Iowa, and the Shitbox Nationals, Crystal Motor Speedway with GLSS, Dixie Speedway with USCS, Fairbury and the Prairie Dirt Classic with the World of Outlaw late models. Florence Speedway is running 305 Race Savers, mods, sport mods, Crown Vics, SCDRA compacts, and modifieds. Fremont AFCS 410, AFCS 305, and trucks. Kokomo Indiana Sprint Week Night 3, the USAC Sprints, and the USAC Midwest Thunder Midgets. Macon Speedway with a Power Eye 410, Wayne County Speedway with Fast, Williams Grove and Summer Nationals with the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars. July 27th, Lawrenceburg Speedway in Indiana Sprint Week Night 4 with USAC Sprints, as well as modifieds. Angel Park Speedway and the salute to Brian Gapinski, IRA Sprints for that, as well as Badger Midgets. July 28th, Wilmot and the World of Outlaw late models. July 29th, Tyler County, their fair races with sport mods, hot mods, 4 cylinders, and mini wedges. July 30th, Circle City with Indiana Sprint Week Night 5, USAC Sprints and mods. July 31st, Cedar Lake Speedway with the World of Outlaw late models. Creek County Speedway with US MTS, Knoxville, and qualifying night number 1 for the 360 Nationals with ASCS, and Terre Haute with Indiana Sprint Week Night 6 and the USAC Sprints.
Goodbye, mwah, and good night, bang.
Thanks for listening to the Dirt Court Jesters podcast. As always, this is Josh, and you can follow us on X, on Facebook, and on YouTube at Dirt Court Jester. And we hope to see you guys at the track.